Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barb, and if you're new here, welcome, and welcome back to another segment of Get Vulnerable with me. So for today's segment, I wanted to talk about the comparison game. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like recently I've noticed a lot of people I know and don't know take little social media breaks. Why? Because living in the digital world, when you're not in a good mental health place, only makes things worse. And it sucks, but it's just the way it is. If you're going through something difficult, whatever that looks like to you, I talk about this all the time. Across all social media platforms, we only typically show the best version of ourselves, right? So when you're not feeling like the best version of yourself, and then you go on an app where everyone is showing the best version of themselves, it makes you feel even worse. I've been working on trying to, even myself, whenever I go through those moments, learn healthy ways to be able to cope with certain feelings. Maybe it's comparison, maybe it's looking down on yourself, maybe it's doubting yourself, maybe it's jealousy. So all these negative feelings are tied to comparing yourself to something that's completely unrealistic. If you could switch places with someone, you would have to switch places with every single part of their lives. And unfortunately, we only know whatever we see on the screen. But a lot of times, and I don't mean to say this is the case for every single person, I only know what I know as well. But a lot of times, maybe someone's life seems absolutely fabulous in whatever ways that looks like to you, but as grand as their life may seem, their problems could be just as big. And a lot of times, we only see the one side of things, but they're not showing us everything. So it's almost like, would you still switch places with someone if you knew that their problems were as grand as their life may seem? Because a lot of times that's not the case. And you can't pick to switch lives with someone if it's only for the good. Because like everything else in life, there's always a balance, good and bad. We're always gonna have our ups and our downs. Life is not linear by any means. I know there's so many people out there who struggle with different things, and we all have, I say this all the time, we're all climbing the same mountain, just different rocky sides. So with that being said, you never know what's going on the other side of the screen. If you're someone who does struggle with playing that comparison game, especially with social media being involved, just remember there's only so much that you know, and there's so much more that you probably don't know. Have you ever seen that example of it's the Titanic and how it only saw the tip of the iceberg, but there was all this part under that it didn't see? That's kind of like what happens when we play the comparison game. We see one little part of someone's life, and again, this doesn't have to be with social media. This can be with anything. This could be someone at your office. This can be someone that you play some kind of sports with. It can be anywhere. Back to what I was saying. We miss the entire rest of the iceberg. We just see the tip of the iceberg. My point in sharing this is if you're someone out there who struggles with that comparison game and you start comparing yourself to people around you, situations around you, something that you should have done by now but haven't yet, remember, you are your own hardest critic. And the person who puts these expectations on themselves, more than likely is probably you. And how we step out of that is just kind of taking a moment to be grateful for where you're at right now. Because I bet there's a version of you that is super proud of how far you've come, how much you've accomplished, how much you've endured. If you woke up today, if you have food on your plate, if you have a roof over your head, if you go to bed at night and you're not fearful of your life, you're extremely blessed. And I know that maybe sounds corny, but sometimes we need that reality check to realize that if you have everything you need to be able to just have those simple pleasures in life, that's already plenty. And everything else will come with time, with hard work, and knowing that what's meant for you will find you at the time it's meant to. So that's it for today, guys. I have been kind of struggling with a little bit of this comparison game / self-sabotage myself, and it's been really crippling, and I want to share it with you guys in case anyone out there is dealing with something similar, because we're in this together, and that's why I do these every week with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy this video, please let me know, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.